Well, for me, it's like, well, one, you're a two-time MVP, two-time Defensive Player of the Year, and an
Champion.
NBA champion on that
Yeah,
team.
right.
On that
Doesn't
team.
add up. Yeah.
Dame, great player. Great player. Has not won a championship. Has not won an MVP. Has not won a Defensive Player of the Year. How on earth is it his team? And why have you not figured this out before the season started? Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Woogity Bros podcast. I'm your host, Steve. We got with me Joey Names. What up, Joe?
What's going on, everybody?
We got Bandit, aka Johnny Sheridan, aka Stunners.
Ski you.
All right, boys, let's get into it. What's going on?
Ain't shit, brother. Happy the basketball's back.
Yeah,
I needed
I
something.
got some bets going on tonight myself. I was like,
Absolutely.
finally, I can play some bets.
That was going crazy. Like, fact that I was placing live bets on the All-Star game. Bro, I bet on like South African basketball a couple nights ago. I bet on Australian baseball yeah, I bet on all types of random shit with like DraftKings just
Hey,
because I've been
did,
fixing.
did you notice that you could watch the games like live stream
Yeah,
right on the app? I didn't know that.
yeah.
And
They
I
do
just
that with
happened to
some of
look
them.
at it, and it was like damn near all of them that I was looking at one day, and it was like watch, 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 watch. I was like,
Yeah,
what do you mean watch? So I clicked on one, and it was like, yo, I'm actually watching this European basketball game. It was
yeah,
Oh,
dude.
wild.
that's sick.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
friggin' wild. That was so cool.
dude, I was watching Korean basketball like last week. Yo, I be watching crazy shit on DraftKings. Like,
Yeah, like what the fuck?
they were like, look, we know like there's gonna be times when you want to bet, but your sports ain't available,
Right?
and it's weird to just bet on random ass sports in other countries and shit. But if we show it to you, then you can watch it and get hyped for your bet.
Right.
And it worked. And it worked.
Oh, it worked, bro. Not to mention, like they're gonna stop. I'm gonna stop watching like some fucking like cricket, like curling or some
Yo,
dumb
cricket's
shit.
huge.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
cricket is huge, and I'm gonna get sucked in. Like I don't know what's going on, but I'm putting money down on this dude to get 4.5 hits. Like I don't know.
That's
Get
the
fucked
best
up. Get
part.
fucked up.
Yeah.
That's the best part about it is because like you don't know what the hell's going on. You just be like, all I know is like this team. Like I'll watch it sometimes before I make a bet and like see where the score goes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay, so you're this team. Got it. Okay, I'm betting on you guys. Like, or like that, like I said, like the Korean basketball, like Japanese basketball, whatever it was. Like I literally like watched the game and I saw the score change. I was like, okay, now I know who to bet on. Like I'm gonna take you guys because like I'm seeing your defense not that great. Let's go.
Yeah.
Money
Yeah.
line.
Yo,
It's funny. McLovin texted the group chat the other night about some bet. It was just after the All-Star game. It might have been Monday or Tuesday. And, you know, I hadn't bet anything in a couple days. And as soon as you said something, I was like, damn, let me play something.
dude.
Well,
Yesterday. It was yesterday. This trend has been happening to me. It was before the All Star game, and then immediately after the All Star game. So yesterday, I'll follow games,
last
right?
week.
Well, yeah, last week and then yesterday. So I'm following games. I'm following games. I think last night it was the 76ers game. Scoring 30 points a quarter. Both teams racking up points. So going into the fourth quarter, I'm betting the over. I'm like, like most of the time it's like they have to score 50 points in the fourth quarter for an average game if you want to cover the over. So I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm betting the over. This is a no-brainer. I even parlayed it with another no-brainer, right? They scored like 30 points. Like it was like 15 and 16 points in the fourth quarter. No one scored. I just watched the odds go down and down, and my cash out go from like, it was like a $5 bet. It go from like $8 all the way down to like 30 cents in the matter of like 5 minutes. And it's happened to me time and time again. It sucks.
So maybe I'm just a degenerate, or like a subtle degenerate. But like, if I place a bet, like I'll place like a 2 or 3 game parlay, right, and just take like the money lines. But then if I see like one of those games is like going downhill like early on, I'll place like the exact same bet with like the opposite pick on like that game just to try to make some money. It's so bad. Like I mean, like betting against myself. I'm like, you know what? I can come out better if I do this, just in case. Like,
Yeah.
Let
me even out.
Yeah, I do the math in my head.
Right?
I'm like, yo, if I spend like, I do that in football games. I'll like do like the drive result, do like end of the field goal, punt, touchdown, depending on like what the odds are. And I did the math. I'd be like, all right, cool. If I do like $1 on, just like if I do $1 on each, right? The least I can do is end up losing. Like if I hit the lowest bet, I'll like break even or lose like 50 cents. But I'm like, but if I hit this bet, which is probably the most likely, like I'm still gonna come out like net positive. Like invest $3, come out with like $3.75, $4.50. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, cool. I'm good.
You ever bet and then it's going downhill and you're like, you know what? Fuck that bet. I'm betting against myself to make my money back.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
He just said that.
No, but like I'm saying like mid-game.
Yeah, I just said that.
He just said that.
God damn.
When the hosts aren't listening.
No, I was listening. I thought you were talking about something else.
Nah, most of the time I usually just place a bet and then go to bed. Just and then wake up in the morning and find out that way.
Isn't that the best?
I do that sometimes. That past 2 nights I've hit on hockey. Space of random bets, and I wake up to a notification in the morning that says like, "Oh, you won your 2-pick parlay." I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" I made that. Absolutely.
That's usually my go-to is placing the under going into the third quarter of a low-scoring game. Third period. Sorry.
If it's a busy night, like if there's a lot of games on, say like there's like 2 or 3. Like 7 o'clock games and like a couple 9 o'clock. Well, 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock for me, so like 8 and 10 for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'll like maybe place a bet like the middle of the like towards the end of like the 7 o'clock games with like the other games going too, and then just go to bed and I call it a day. Like I'll just parlay a couple and just say fuck it. Like I'll see you in the morning. That should be working out so great. My rule is I'll bet hockey anything after like the midway point of the second period.
Yeah. Like, that's usually the best odds because they'll give you like 3 goals going into the midpoint of the second period, and then you'll get high odds with 2 goals going in. So if it's a low scoring game, it's pretty good. But sometimes you get fucked. I've been fucked on that before. Last year,
and sometimes DraftKings they give you the boosts where it's like, oh, score in the first 10 minutes, either team, and it's like, well, that seems like it's a good idea, but who knows in hockey? You never know. That it could be 0-0 going into the third.
Yeah, when they give you the 50% boost, I only bet one bet. I don't parlay it. I leave it as a 50-50 odds, and I'll do like $10-15,
Yeah.
I have you seen these like the NBA 3s day?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Promos?
No, they only give you max $10.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah,
Yeah.
no, that is how it is. So like
Yeah, it's bullshit now.
Not
now,
me.
The first time
no.
you did it, McLovin.
Normally, it's a max of $10. You have to place a minimum bet of $10, but you can win a max bet, like bonus bet of $10.
Yeah, they
But
only
it's
give you
cool,
10 back. Doesn't matter how many
right?
threes they hit.
So last night, which would have been the 22nd as of when we're recording it, last night because the NBA was coming back, there was no cap.
Yeah, there was no cap. Yeah.
Yeah, so last night there was no cap on it. So
I bet it too.
you bet like the first to hit first 3-pointer made.
Yeah, the
That shit
first
is
one I
clutch.
did was the Celtics. They did the Celtics 3, and
Yeah.
they ended up hitting 35 threes. I
Yeah.
bet $10 and got a $35 bonus bet.
No, not a $35.
No, the first time
The first time
they
it was
did it $1.
First time was $1.
Yesterday's was 50 cents.
And then everything after that it was 50 cents.
Yeah, they lost out big time because
yeah.
it was a Celtics game promo.
I literally texted McLovin this. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Because he was like, dude, you should do it. And then I didn't do it. And then the next day I tried doing it. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? It's only 50 cents. And he was like, oh, what the fuck, man? Yeah. I remember having that conversation with you.
Yeah, I was pissed because I bet the over on points for Webby with my $35 bet and the over on blocks. And he scored 18 points exactly, and he covered on the blocks. So I lost my $35. That sucked.
Yo, lame as shit.
Wemby.
No, I bet on him with the blocks and steals all the time. Most of the time he hits. Most of the time.
I'm big on stat combos. So like if it's a center, I'll do like points and rebounds. Or if
Sabonis been hitting a lot.
Yeah. Sabonis is clutch.
Should we get into this All-Star weekend?
Recap of it?
Recap of it?
Oh, my bad.
No, you good, John. Say what you was going to say. I'm more curious about your take than what I was going to say. Trust me.
How embarrassing is it that Jaylen Brown lost to a guy that's in the G League? Is he in the G League or is he out of the G League? Do we know?
He's in the G League.
Okay, but how embarrassing is that? I don't care how good Matt McClung is. Jaylen Brown's supposed to be an elite dunker in the NBA.
Here's the thing that like
I'm not upset with it.
His dunks weren't very good. He had two that were like pretty good, but his final one wasn't good. But Mac, all he has to do all year long, this is what he prioritizes, is being in the dunk contest. He makes his money from winning the dunk contest. He practices all the time.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown was like a week in advance, was like, I'll do the dunk contest, and then just had a week to prepare and set up his dunks.
But he's supposed to be a really good in-game dunker. So
in-game doesn't translate to slam dunk contest.
Yeah, I mean, he can do some pretty flashy things. He's a pretty athletic dude. It should translate to doing some pretty cool stuff.
You gotta be creative with it.
Yo, another thing. What is up with all this? I thought this dude's name was Obi Toppin. In every article
That's
I see,
his brother.
They keep calling him Jacob.
That's his brother. Okay.
Who's Jacob?
First off,
I'm like, is that a typo? That must be a typo because every time I type in Obi, it auto types the Jacob.
That's a weird way to tell people that's a weird way to say you didn't watch the dunk contest. So
nah, I didn't.
So I'm gonna backtrack for a second. Number one, yeah, it sucks to see Jaylen Brown lose the dunk contest to a G League guy. I get it. Matt McClung's the returning champion, so like there's that. Having said that, one, I don't know if you guys have watched it, but I know it was big on Twitter afterwards. Jaylen Brown put out a story on his Instagram and shit like that, showing the dunks that he did like in warm-ups, like in practice.
Yeah.
The same dunks he did in the dunk contest. JT botched the pass on the D Brown tribute. Like the ones he did in practice looked so much better than the ones he was able to do. The ones than the way they came out like in the actual contest. And I get it. Like, if you got to show up. But number 2, fucking kudos to him, bro. He said, fuck it. I'm a star. I'm a big name in the NBA. You know what? I'm going to go out and do something for the fans. Everybody keeps complaining that we don't have all-stars. Like, Jaylen Brown's an all-star, and he went out and participated in the dunk contest. That's more than a lot of people. That's more than fucking LeBron can say about it. Like, LeBron's too much of a bitch to do it. You know what I mean? At least
100%.
JB went out and said, hey, I'm gonna put my name on the line. Like, if I lose, yeah, people are gonna talk shit, especially if I lose to Matt McClung. He knew people were gonna talk shit, but he still went out and did it anyway. So, like, respect to that. And he even said afterwards, like, if nobody wants to do it again next year, fuck it. I'll do it again. I'll do that
Fuck
shit.
it. Honestly, I got a lot of respect for Jaylen Brown for doing that. He got a lot of unnecessary hate at the All-Star game from the crowd for some reason.
Did he?
And online. And it was unwarranted, you know.
He played pretty well in the All-Star game.
Yeah, he did.
His stat line's pretty well. Also, can I just say how bullshit it is that Damian Lillard got MVP and not Halliburton?
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
Can I get to it now?
Well,
you want to get to something else?
Well, hold on.
You brought up so many different things. Like, what do you mean? Like, you brought up the dunk contest and then just switched to Jacob.
For those who are listening,
well, yeah, I asked for y'all opinions, and
for those who are listening, Matt McClung won the slam dunk contest. The Pacers, which was Halliburton, Miles Turner, and who was the last person that was on the skills competition squad? It wasn't Buddy.
Well, Buddy's on the Sixers now.
Buddy's on the Sixers now. It was Jaden McDaniels, not Jaden McDaniels. But the Pacers won the skills competition, their squad.
Was it Siakam?
It wasn't Siakam. Damian Lillard won the 3-point contest, and the East won the All-Star game. Damian Lillard won MVP of the All-Star game.
Okay, I don't understand.
I just wanted to give a recap for those who were listening.
The All-Star game is like a week and a half behind us when this episode drops.
It's fine. Nobody cares. We just want to talk about it, Joe. Damn.
No, I'm saying, like, given the rundown of like who won everything, it's like I hope by now they know who won.
I just wanted to give a recap.
It was a close game.
But the second part. Hold on. McLovin, you said Matt McClung just like that's all he does is like play for the dunk contest. He was very skeptical sounding about even returning for it again. Like he doesn't want this to be his name. Like he wants him to earn himself an actual place on a roster in the NBA to like prove that he's talented. If you look at some of his numbers, like he's put up fucking games in the G League. Like I'm talking like 30, 40, 50 points in the G League.
He just needs a shot.
Huh?
Yeah, he just needs a shot. Like he's way more than just a dunker. The whole Jacob Toppin thing. If you watch the dunk contest, John, you would have seen that he's the younger brother of Obi Toppin and literally had Obi Toppin throw him a lob for one of his dunks.
Hang on. Isn't Obi Toppin supposed to be like a really good dunker?
Yes.
So why didn't he just do the dunk contest? And who the fuck is Jacob Toppin?
His
brother, dude.
I know it's his brother, but like, is he in the NBA? Is he in the G League? Is he in college?
He's in the NBA.
What team does this fucking guy play for?
He plays for the Knicks.
Nah, really?
Yes, dude.
The same. So this is how bad I thought the NBA fucked up, because when I heard them announce that Jacob Toppin was gonna be in the dunk contest, like he was like Knicks player, and I'm like, that don't make no sense because the Knicks traded him to the Pacers, and it's not Jacob, it's Obi. So what are we talking about here? I thought I'm questioning.
To be fair to John, Jacob Toppin is a two-way player.
To be even more fair, nobody knew who the fuck he was.
Very true. Very true.
Thought it was a typo.
No,
Very true.
but yeah, like he literally did a dunk that Obi did in the dunk contest, which was like a lob. So it's when you're like, isn't it the same person? It's like if you watch the dunk contest, you know that they are two different people. Dame winning the MVP was fucking trash.
It was trash.
Can I just read the stats of Dame and Halliburton?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
And JB too, because JB should have been in the MVP conversation. It should have been between him and Halliburton.
All right, so Dame had 39, 14 of 16 from the field, 11 of 23 from three, with 3 rebounds and 6 assists. Jaylen Brown had 36, 15 of 23 shooting, 6 of 12 from three, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. But Halliburton, who I thought should have been MVP, much more efficient, had 32, 11 of 15, 10 of 14 from three.
Wow.
7 rebounds, 6 assists.
Yeah. Oh, if he won the MVP, I would be fine. I would have been perfectly okay with it. It just
shot so much better than Damian Lillard. It's not even close. I don't understand.
My frustration was, and that's why I keep throwing Jaylen Brown's name back into it, is, I mean, you see his numbers. I get it. He was 50% from three, which is still great.
It's great, but
you know what I mean? But
it's not compared to 10 of 14.
Right. No, and my issue with it all is if you go back, and again, I know this was trending on Twitter. I'm pretty sure we retweeted it or reposted it on X, on our account.
Formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah, but literally, Jaylen didn't get a single vote. Like he didn't get a vote from the media, from the coaches, from none of that shit.
Wow.
It was literally just Dame and Halliburton. Dame won 7-5. Even the fan votes. That's what pissed me off. Is like there was so much disrespect towards Jaylen Brown for no reason that All-Star weekend. From the dunk contest on, it's like, bro, like, what the fuck do you want from this guy?
That's probably like why the fans were like slighted.
Yeah.
After seeing him in the dunk contest, like,
which
this
is
dude ain't
stupid.
got it. We don't care if he puts up almost fucking 40.
Like it should have been Halliburton winning 7-5 in the votes against Jaylen Brown.
Playing in Indiana too. Like,
yeah, exactly. He's the hometown kid, and he actually fucking performed. Yeah, it doesn't always, and that's the crazy thing. It doesn't always happen like that.
Doesn't add up.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm big on Jaylen Brown now. After that, he changed my mind. Even though he's a Celtic, like I was always like, Tatum this and can't have a left hand. All the haters, but
y'all are Brown haters. Jaylen Brown haters, not brown people haters.
He came out.
Just clarify.
He said, "Screw the noise. I'm going to go ahead and do it." He had more balls than any other NBA like star to go out and try the dunk contest, and he came out and balled in the All-Star game.
Bro, motherfucker was like, "Oh, y'all gonna talk shit about my performance in the dunk contest last night? Oh, because I lost to a G League. Let me show y'all real quick."
And he put up 20 first half points in his first game back yesterday. So
yeah, dude,
didn't he have 1 point in the second half though?
They barely played him, really.
Yeah, we played pretty light for a while.
Yeah, he didn't play that much. It was like let's give Jaylen Brown touches in the first half, and then Tatum got the second half, which was great. That's what I thought.
Fucking,
it was awesome.
Fucking
the
murder cornet, the green cornet, Luke Cornett.
Oh yeah,
my boy put on a fucking show last night.
Those putbacks were nasty.
Oh yeah, the double dab. I saw that shit.
Yeah,
my guy.
Hey,
dude. Drummond told him, bro. Drummond bodied him on a play in the paint. Fucking tossed this dude back, just with a bump like this, and Cornette came up. Drummond did it, ran back and said he was too small. Luke said, I bet. Scal called it out and everything. Scal was like, "Oh, he said he was too small. Just wait, okay." Fucking Luke started going off. Fucking put back the tip dunk, bro.
Came out with the putback on the poster. Put him on the poster.
Like that's my Celtic right there. That's my guy.
I'm
He
so
says,
sick and tired of the little like, oh, you too small shit. Like, dog.
I love it because it gets dudes fired up. It gets me fired up. Like, bro, tell me you're too small. Let's go.
Come on, you like when they talk shit in the NBA court?
Hell yeah.
That's fine and all, but everybody be doing the you're too small. Like, come on.
But it gets people going,
man.
It gets people going.
Nah, don't get anybody going, dude. Yo, can I just talk some shit real quick, McLevin? How you said Grant Williams wasn't going to do shit on the Hornets, and this motherfucker is averaging almost 19 points a game.
He got 24 last night.
Yeah, 6 threes.
He's got you there, McLove.
They're not even playing him 30 minutes. They're not even playing him 30 minutes.
Because Grant's not bad. Grant's a good basketball player. He just needed to not be on a team that has like ball dominant individuals. He knew his role in Boston, and then he was like, word, I'm gonna spread my wings and fucking fly in Dallas. And Luka was like, the fuck you are, bro. And then Grant was like, well, I'm wearing my JTs, and he was like, the fuck you are, bro. Luka got in his feelings and said, I want him out. And he's gone. Grant's like, cool, send me to Charlotte, bro. I'm about to ball out and show everybody, everybody put some respect on his name.
Charlotte is also 4-0 since the trade.
They wanted him to be a 3-and-D player in Dallas, and he was like, nah, I can do more than that.
He can, bro.
That's what he's doing in Charlotte now. I think they're playing Bridges at the 4.
Yeah.
Sure.
And they got Trey Mann, who's been balling too.
And like
since I got him.
The best part about this is like
ball.
He's getting a rhythm. He's getting getting comfortable and getting his feet wet and getting a rhythm going right now. And they don't even have LaMelo right now.
Ball. Yep. They don't have ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when LaMelo, oh my God, dude. Like that team could be like something. I'm not saying they're a championship team, but that team could be something. They have potential to be something.
And that kid, Brandon Miller.
Yeah.
He hasn't
done shit, but
next year.
He might find his footing. I also like that they're playing Grant at the 3 because he's not big enough. He's not tall enough to play the 4 or the 5. Mm-hmm. We did it just because he's a big dude and he's strong. But he's not. He doesn't have that kind of size.
He's just wide-bodied.
Yeah,
low center of gravity.
Jared Sullinger.
Yeah. I was just gonna say a young Jared Sullinger
before he got super fast.
Yes.
Sullinger had much better footwork, like inside the paint.
But like this, no, I'm talking like the size and everything.
More of an inside guy.
Like he
was taller, but like I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like the build out, like he was stocky.
He had a booty.
He was a good player.
Sure. I agree with the good player thing. It's the
booty.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, he did. He
I mean, I don't. Sure.
Helps him box out.
Hell yeah.
Sure.
Get boards.
Yeah,
he had like one good game.
Booty to box out.
He had one good game. Sullinger. He dropped 20 and 20, and then hurt his back. It never be
game, bro.
Bro, you should see what he was doing over in China.
Oh, I bet.
Bro, my nigga was balling in China.
I bet, because he's like a foot taller than everybody.
That is so racist.
It's not racist. It's true.
They're not really all that small, my guy.
All right, you got Yao Ming.
No, dude. There's plenty of dudes. There's plenty of dudes in like playing ball in like Shanghai and stuff like that are like 6'2", 6'3", and stuff like that.
Yeah, but Sullinger is what, 6'9"?
Yeah, but you make it seem like he's like a foot taller than you. He's like a foot taller than them.
I mean,
that means he's playing. That's like him. No, if he's 6'9", dude, I'm 5'9".
McLovin, look up the average.
That's him
playing.
The average height of the basketball players in China, not just the average height. Like he's not just going out and playing on the streets of China, bro. He's playing in like the CBA.
China's huge. I don't know. Let's get it. Like 5-4. Mike would dominate.
So racist. So racist.
That's not racist. It's not racist if you love them, Joe. If I love them, it can't be racist.
That's not how it works.
That is how it works.
That's not how
That is
racism
how it
works.
works.
No, it's not.
That is how it works. If
That
I like them, how could that be
is
racist?
not how it works.
That is exactly how that works. That's literally how that works. Come on, man. When you break it down, that's exactly how that works.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. So, anyways,
McLovin, what's the height?
yeah, let's get past the CBA, bro. What's the height? I don't think it's that important. I don't even think we need to go any further. I think yeah, he's probably one of the tallest guys.
The average height for a Chinese basketball player is 5'7". I'm just kidding. No, it's not.
No.
It's 6'4". So he's right. It's 6'4".
Okay.
Yeah, so fuck you.
Okay.
I was right. I
My
know
bad.
my Chinese basketball, bro. I'm not betting on it.
You
I've been watching that shit on DraftKings. Not a sponsor, but they gonna be.
But the average weight is 124 pounds.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just kidding.
Stop. Can we just move on? We're gonna get canceled before we even mean anything.
Shit.
Now I have like no chance at ever like truly pursuing my stand-up, like getting back into stand-up, because this kind of shit's gonna resurface if I got big and I'd be canceled in a heartbeat.
As long as you don't perform in China, you'll be good.
My Facebook.
Is
Sure.
in China?
Yes, my Facebook's in China. Absolutely. That's exactly
It's
what I
in
was gonna say.
one of those
So-
hotels that people can view you.
So what else do? What,
Hey, let me just say right real quick.
Nope. You don't need to. You really don't need to. I don't think you need to say anything right
Wanna hear this?
Okay? I don't
think.
think. I have a hunch that like whatever it is you think you need to, you don't need to.
What does that even mean? I can't just tell y'all something like a. Okay, fine. I won't. It's cool.
Is it a segue from what we were just talking about, or you?
No, it has
further
nothing to.
along?
It
All
has
right,
nothing
go
to
for
do
it.
with what we were talking about.
Go for it. Go for it. Let's hear it.
All right. So get this. Y'all know I love chicken wings, right?
My God,
Bro,
Love-
what?
I love chicken wings, right? So get this shit. Emily, past few friggin' weeks, she's been buying me chicken wings at Crescetti's, which is cool. You know what I mean? Love chicken wings. So I'll make them chicken wings. I'm probably, I'm the only one that eats them in the house. Nobody else eats them. And it's like 15 chicken wings in a pack. So I'm like fucking eating 15 fucking chicken wings in a pack twice a week. That's like 30 chicken wings. And I'm like, God damn, this is starting to get a lot of chicken wings. And she just keeps buying them. I'm like, bro, I can't keep eating all these chicken wings to my face. This is a lot of chicken wings. I love chicken wings, but it's a lot. You know what I mean? Like
A lot of protein.
It is.
So-
Like I love it, but I'm the only one that eats it. And it's like, dog,
first
if you ate it with me, cool. But you don't, and I'm chicken wing overload.
First off, thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Second of all, you don't have to eat all the chicken wings at one time, right?
I feel like I kind of do though.
You really no. That's
You don't.
See,
You
you
don't.
have this Tupperware plastic bags,
You could freeze
refrigerator.
them.
Put it in the yeah. That is like
I'm not-
what's so great about modern technology is like
Oh,
you can
trust
cook
me,
a
I got
lot of something and like only eat a little bit of it and like save the rest for later. And then you take out a little bit at a time.
Thank you for coming to John's TED Talk about chicken wings.
Chicken wing, chicken.
Like I love
Piece of
chicken. Chicken wings bomb, but It was like, whoa. I mean, come on now. I froze a couple packs, so it's like, and she's probably gonna buy another more in the next few days. It's like, goddamn, dog.
Have you formally have you told her to not buy the chicken wings? Have you addressed it with her?
I'm kind of like dropping hints, like, yo, why don't you like maybe try?
You haven't
find
told
something
her.
else?
Yeah, she's probably okay. So I'm just gonna
it's
put
like
this out there.
I'm not mad. I like
No.
it, but
bye, Steve.
Ready? Hi, Steve.
What the fuck was that?
He said
I
hi.
do it every
Talking?
episode. I take my Zen out. I just don't want to do it on camera.
You don't want to say his baby.
So you'll drink beer on camera, but not take out Zin?
I don't want people to see me reaching into my mouth on camera.
Yeah, but you already
You
said
can't
you
just
did
go.
it, so
Yeah, you can't just
now
go.
we have the image of you doing it.
Now, like they're picturing people. All 5 people are listening, picturing all types of random shit happening to your face.
Yeah, Batman style.
Yeah.
Batman.
I
have so many thoughts on Batman.
Back to the NBA
love
for a quick
Batman.
second. John, you might have an opinion on this.
Yeah,
Giannis
always.
came out the other day, did an interview, and basically said that this year's Bucks team is Dame's team. It's not his team.
That's funny.
Sucking dick.
Right?
For money.
Well, for me, it's like, well, one, you're a 2-time MVP, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, and an NBA champion on that team.
Right.
On that
Doesn't
team.
Doesn't add up. Yeah.
Dame, great player. Great player. Has not won a championship. Has not won an MVP. Has not won a Defensive Player of the Year. How on earth is it his team? And why have you not figured this out before the season started?
Well, it sounds like he's figured it out. It sounds like, I'm pretty sure he said that he's been saying it all year that it's Dame's team. So it sounds like he's figured it out.
So he's just essentially seceding that he's a bitch.
Yes.
Sure.
He's deferring. He is the guy and he's deferring.
I think he's just trying to make Dame feel good.
Comfortable.
I think he's just politicking. Like,
yeah,
like bro, this is your team.
You want to take more shots than me? Cool. You know, I'll play, Robin or your Batman. As long as we get to the playoffs, we don't even need to have a high seed as long as we make it, because we know we have the guys that can compete against any team. So they got it, man. They're a really good team. Yeah, they're struggling right now. It's because they're adjusting from Adrian Griffin, if I'm not mistaken, to Doc Rivers. So there's obviously going to be an adjustment period, just kind of like how the Clippers had with James Harden coming to their team. They struggled at first, and now they're really good. Went on a really big win streak. So it's just going to take some time. That's all.
Does it say more about?
I understand, like Doc and how JJ Redick called him out, understandably. Yeah, but Doc's only been there for 11 games, so there's going to be growing pains there, understandably. But Doc shouldn't be calling out the players, saying his players are in Cabo.
Doc doesn't know how to take accountability for his part. So, bro, you don't want your players in Cabo? Tell them don't fucking go to Cabo.
Yeah. So,
the fuck?
I mean, I think they'll be fine down the stretch.
It's never been Doc's fault. Just putting that out there.
Well, we'll get to Doc in a second.
Okay, Dad.
But does it say more about Damian
I know. Every
Lillard
time I
then?
say something, hang on, time out. Every time I say something, you're like, "Whoa, hang on, we'll get to that in a minute."
Well, no. He went to Doc. I just have one more thing to say about the situation with Giannis and Dame. Does it say more about Dame that Giannis has to placate him in the media and say that it's Dame's team? Dame can't take.
I just have a quick question.
Bro.
Is Dame on his last year of his contract situation where maybe Giannis wants him to resign?
knowing that Dame's heart's still in Miami.
I don't know. I don't know
How can
what
it
Dame's
still
contract
be
is.
in Miami,
I'm just
though?
Because
I'm
Dame
just
didn't
wondering.
choose to go to Milwaukee.
Right.
Yeah, but he's
that
never
was, like,
played for
random.
Miami.
But
That was
he
random as
wanted
shit.
to. That was the whole what are you talking
Yeah.
about, dude? There's a whole offseason. It's how bad he wanted to go to Miami. To the point that Adam Silver was like, bro, nah, nobody, like, I don't want to hear another fucking word about Dame saying he wanted to go to Miami. I don't want to hear players saying that I'm only going to this fucking team. He tried to hold Portland hostage to go to Miami, and then ended up saying, either way, I'm not coming back to Portland, and I guess I'll go to Milwaukee then. And that's what happened.
They should have just fucking traded him if this is going to be his mentality.
I'm just saying, like, Giannis is gonna do and say anything he can to make Dame happy because he knew Dame. This wasn't his fucking first choice.
Yes.
Like, bro, if you get the girl that you're not supposed to get, like that didn't want to be with you and wanted to be with your friend, you're gonna make sure you do everything you can to keep the girl now that you got her.
Yeah, penis. And
you don't want to let her go. Like, you don't want her to leave you.
All of it.
Like, come on now.
Yeah, you don't want the girl to leave you, but like if you're a dude who's making 6 figures or 7 figures, right? And you've already won it all. You're the man. You're walking tall. You've won it all. And you bring in the girl and you're like, look at how great this is. Look at how great this is. We have a great team. We're putting up points. Do you have to placate her, or should she just know that this is great? And you look over there, and it's like, okay, they're not doing that well. The other team's not doing that well. They haven't won in the last 10 years.
Bro,
listen.
Dame and Giannis had to learn to play together this season. Like, they should have it, like, figured out now. I get, like, they're going through another new head coach, but, like, yo, they came into the season with a new head coach for both of them. So obviously there's gonna be growing pains, but Giannis is obviously gonna do whatever he can to make Dame happy. Like, bro, I get it. Like, you just came here. Now we're both learning a new coach. Like, I want you to be happy, bro. Like, this is your team. Like, make it yours, bro. Whatever makes you happy and comfortable, like, while you're here. That's what Giannis is doing. That's what he's doing. Saying, like, I've been saying it all year. This is Dame's team. Yeah, bro. Whatever makes him fucking happy.
Yeah, that's the problem, though.
It's not a problem.
It's a problem.
Hang on. I agree with Joe because you got to think. Like I said, I don't know what Dame's contract situation is. If this is his final year of his deal, I think Giannis might be thinking long term. If we don't go deep into a playoff run,
what's going to convince him to come back?
How can I get him to come back and run it back with me? Because if not, I'm screwed.
Exactly.
Because we just traded how much, just to get this guy?
Yep. Yeah. It's like, if we don't figure it out now, what can I do to make sure, how do I get a second chance is basically what he's trying to figure out.
Yeah. And Giannis always get those
fucking diva.
Dude, that's trying to win a championship. That's not that's just you hating Giannis at that point.
No,
I'm not even a fan.
I'm hating Dame. I'm hating Dame right now.
It's not
a fucking diva.
Bro, it's not even like he's like being a diva. It's just knowing the reality of the situation.
Bro, you have everyone kissing your fucking ass. You're on a championship ready team and with the one of the greatest players on the planet that's already won a championship, defensive player of the year, MVP. And he's got to kiss your fucking ass just to get you to be happy.
At the end of the day, though, he didn't get to go to the team he wanted to go to.
No one gets to go to the team they wanted to.
That's the thing. No, that's the problem, though. In the NBA,
a lot of people do now. Yes. But Miami fucking went mid-season and got Terry Rozier. How fucking funny is that? Dame must be all pissy in his fucking pants right now. Like, damn, bro, that should have been me. What the fuck? Right. I should have been that point guard to get traded to that fucking team. That was the team that I wanted to go to. He's probably bullshit. I guarantee you.
He's probably thinking, like, yo, they shouldn't have even had to trade for Terry. I should have been the point guard so they wouldn't need to bring in Terry.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I mean? That should have been me mentality.
Yeah. So obviously Giannis is gonna I think it makes Giannis look a little weak, and it's not the best look because the reality is we know it's Giannis's team. Like at the end of the day, like that's Giannis's team. It's been Giannis's
100%.
team. You know what I mean? But he's politicking and saying, no, this is Dame's team. Like it's just saving face. It's like, bro, I'm not gonna be the one to fucking claim that. Like I want to make sure he's happy. And if saying this is his team, like lets him know that I'm backing with him, like I'm ready to ride for him. That's what I'm gonna say.
It shouldn't even come to that. I shouldn't even come to that.
Bro, you're just a hate. That's what I'm saying. You're just hating on now.
I'm hating on Dame.
You can't even hate on Dame for that at that point, bro.
Yes, I can. What are you talking about? Do you have any idea how many players the NBA would kill to be on that team?
Bro, okay. If you get an opportunity to get promoted, right, and you tell you tell the big boss, I want this role, like, and they're like, I want this role. This is the role I want, right?
Yeah.
And then your boss ends up saying, well, no, you're gonna come over to this team instead. You're not going to be happy that you're on this team instead of in the role that you wanted. No, but everybody on that team is going to be.
I will be happy because my boss put me in the position to fucking succeed. Like the Trailblazers did by trading him to the Bucks so he can win a fucking championship.
They didn't it wasn't about him at that point, bro. He said he was not coming back. They had to cover their own ass. Bro, he's not going to come back and play for us, so we got to get rid of him one way or another. At this point, I don't care. Let's trade him out of our conference.
They could have
and get something in return because he doesn't want to be here.
They at least traded him to a contender.
If you're going to be mad at anybody, be mad at Dame because he's the stupid ass that re-signed with the fucking Trailblazers that held the Trailblazers in fucking – some type of fucking
purgatory.
Exactly. Where it was like, you have to trade me or I'm going to fucking sit out or some shit.
I'm not mad at Dame for that. I'm not saying that.
No, but he's stupid because he could have picked any team that he wanted to go to at that point, younger in his career where he.
That's on him for trying to ride for the home.
That was his whole thing, though. Exactly. He was trying to. Be like, oh, I'm not chasing championships. I'm going to try and win it here. And then when he got to be like 30, he was like, I don't think I'm going to win it here.
At a certain point, you got to be like, yo, like.
So be mad at him for re-signing with them.
I'm not.
No, I'm not saying you, McLovin.
Me and you are on the same page, Joe. I'm mad at him for a bunch of stuff. I'm mad at him for demanding a trade to the Eastern Conference team that just made the finals, and then holding the franchise hostage. Then they traded him to a contender with one of the best players on the planet, and he's still acting like a bitch.
He's not acting like a bitch, though. He didn't do anything to act like a bitch.
Obviously, he is. If the best player on the planet has to be like, it's his team, I want him to say.
It has not, bro. You haven't listened to a word that's been fucking said to you. You're so blinded by your hatred for him. It's crazy right now. Like, he didn't do anything. Giannis is just making sure that he can find a way to make sure he stays long term. Because this wasn't where he wanted to go. He
shouldn't have to. The number should.
That's called. Dude, what do you mean?
If you win a championship,
that's no different. That's no different than KD and Kyrie meeting at the All-Star game talking about teaming up next year. It's no different than that, bro. He's trying to make sure they can be teammates for the long term.
If they're number one in the East, do you think
they're not though?
If they're number one in the East, do you think he's saying that shit?
Yes.
No, he's not. No, he's fucking not. He's covering his own ass because the team sucks.
Because if they're number one in the East, right? No, listen, because if they're number one in the fucking East, hypothetically, he's still gonna say that because Dame's contract is still what it is, and if he can win a championship with Dame, he's still gonna say that to make sure Dame says, "I bet, let's keep running it back, bro. We're a championship team. Let's run it back."
Yeah, if you're number one in the East and you have to say that shit, that says more about Dame.
It says more about team culture. You're trying to make everybody fucking happy.
You shouldn't have to make everyone happy by kissing their fucking ass.
Dude, you're you're so blinded by hate right now.
So they're 9 games back out of first place. They're in third right now. They are
like 7 games up on number 2.
23-7 at home, 12-14 on the road. So they struggle on the road. They lost their last 2, and they're 3-7 in their last 10.
They put up numbers. They just got to get better on defense.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you trade Drew Holiday. You pretty much swap Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard, one of the best defensive guards in the league, for one of the best offensive guards in the league. So there's going to be a drop-off on the defensive end and an uptick on the offensive end. That's going to happen. So,
And Drew was
I
balling
mean,
last night.
I don't know, maybe. But they got to find a way to make it work with the new scheme that Doc is trying to run. They have the talent to do it. They just have to implement it. I mean,
Well,
what are we talking about here?
We're talking about culture. We're talking about culture.
Yeah.
Joey,
whose culture is it? Is it?
What about that? What about that Doc Rivers culture?
I agree with JJ Redick. I agree with JJ. He's right. You can't be throwing your players under the bus 10 games in the middle of the season. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, are you Rick Pitino right now down at St. John's? You see that shit? Like, what is up with coaches right now? They wiling out.
It's Doc.
Anybody
accountability.
Anybody see that Rick Pitino shit though?
Yeah.
No.
No one gives a fuck about Rick Pitino after he destroyed the Celtics.
Bro, he won a national championship with Louisville.
Yeah, but he destroyed the Celtics.
Didn't he win back-to-back actually?
He
didn't destroy the Celtics, man. He had an aging fucking bad back to Larry Bird. What are you talking about? And then he had fucking Reggie Lewis die on him on the court. Len Bias died before he even stepped on the court. He didn't fucking no, man. When he got there, it was already in shambles. Larry Bird ain't walking through that door.
It was supposed to be the transition, but
he's a really good college coach.
Doc Rivers.
Who's your favorite college coach, Joe?
I don't watch college ball.
Who's your favorite college football coach?
I don't watch college sports. And
Joe, do you know what Doc said about the Bucks during All-Star break?
What?
Essentially, Doc was like, were they 3-7 since he got there? He's like, I told them not to fire the coach, and then they brought me in, and I'm like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this in the middle of the season? Type of thing.
Yeah.
Essentially saving his own ass because they're 3-7.
I keep saying Doc never gets held accountable for anything.
No, you're right, Joe.
I think you're right.
I agree with JJ like 20 minutes ago.
I was just trying to transition.
This has been a pinball episode.
Well, I've been just trying to.
Ain't nothing wrong with pinball, dog. Sometimes you got to hit the bumpers every once in a while. Keep that shit going.
Yeah, I was just trying to keep it topic to topic, and then tee up on the topic. Doc Rivers.
Y'all, why fucking y'all mentioned chicken wings, loser?
No. I'm a big chicken wing man, dude. I'll eat. I can eat like nine chicken wings. Is what
That's your max. That's your limit.
Depends how I'm feeling. Sometimes I eat more. I usually smoke them, so it's like it takes 2 hours to cook them. Once I get them, it's
smoke them, then air fry them. That's what I do. I get them nice and crispy.
I fucking love that.
All right, guys, it's time to wrap this shit up. I've had a blast with y'all. Now I'm about to go to bed. Tired of shit. Wake it up. Maybe do it all again tomorrow, dog. How about it? What y'all say?
Yes, sir. It's been real. It's been real fun too.
Hell yeah. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, Instagram. X, Instagram.
Formerly known
you can
as
listen
Twitter.
to us on Apple Podcasts, iHeart, Spotify, everywhere.
Or wherever you get your podcast.
Just those three for now.
You can watch us on YouTube too. Leave a comment.
Yeah. Yes, sir.